Good day, everyone, and welcome to the next in our series of chats with local East Anglian business owners. Today, I'm talking to Dave Gibbons from KNP Litho Digital Printers. Good afternoon, Dave. How are you today?
Good afternoon. Very well, thank you. Yourself?
I'm fantastic, thanks, Dave. Yeah, fantastic. The snow's starting to melt, so I'll be able to get out and run soon. That's going to make me feel so much better. Look, Dave, thanks for taking the time to chat to us today. It's been brilliant to have you on the series. Really delighted to have you here. So if you don't mind, let's get started with the interview. Is that okay with you?
Yes, cool.
Fantastic. So why don't you just tell me a little bit about your business?
Yes, it's a family-run business. Obviously, I'm managing director, 100% share owner. My sister works here. My son works here. My dad used to work here. A couple of guys we've got downstairs. I've known them for years and years, so we are sort of quite a close-knit little family-run business, and we've even had one of them. His son works here as well, so it's quite a really close business. We are lithographic printers and direct mail with digital variable data, all on site here in Bury St Edmunds. Pre-COVID, we were 24/7. Post at the moment, we are running 12-hour shifts, 5 days a week, and most of our work is for design agencies, publishers, events companies, and conferences.
Fantastic. So I mean, you are a true family business in the true sense.
Yeah, we try.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So, look, how long have you been in business then, Dave?
I've been in business since I was 26. I'm 55 now. So where's my calculator?
Do the maths on that one. Do the maths on that one. So quite a long time anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
we moved up from Kent. Business was based in Kent 7 years ago.
Oh wow!
And we moved everything up here. And we was a lot smaller back then, and we've probably increased our turnover from then by about 250% since moving to East Anglia.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's what would you put your success down to in terms of that level of turnover growth?
Just hard work, determination, and being honest with our customers and getting them to not to worry, take the worry away from our customers, which is what I've always done. I've always looked at my customers, and it's a case of how would I feel.
So essentially just making it easy for the customers to do business with you.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do. Just be honest with my customers. Give them advice as well. We give a lot of advice, and I think that's just driven where I want to be. To be honest, I left school with zero. I had nothing, and I want to make sure that I can get to the end and make my mum and dad proud.
No, and a good ambition and good goal to have. Absolutely. So to tell me, I think you mentioned some clients in your opening bit, to the opening question. So who's your ideal client? What is your ideal target market?
Ones who pay on 30 days.
That's everybody's ideal client.
Just clients who are honest with us and can play the game. Mm-hmm. Give us I would never want to be a sole supplier to one of my customers. So maybe a customer and there's 3 of us and we're getting a fair share each. So I've always tried to keep my concentration level of clients to about 15 to 20% on each client. I will try not to get over that amount. So we're getting quite a base. So that sort of client really. Industry wise, they're all the same, to be honest with you.
Is there anybody specifically you'd like to work with, or any type of business you'd like?
Probably some blue chips, a few more blue chip companies.
Have you got 1 or 2 of them at the moment?
Yeah, we've got probably about 9 or 10.
Okay.
But they're all sort of round about the same, mainly publishing. So I'd like to get into other markets.
What sort of markets?
Financial
markets.
Yeah.
So in terms of the brochures and
the accounts, we've got a not only in Bury St Edmunds, I invested into a business in London in June.
Yep.
So that's in Canary Wharf. So we're doing a lot of financial work, but what that's generated is some more work for us to do in Bury
as well. Okay, okay, that sounds like a very worthwhile
really,
investment.
really well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So tell me, Dave, how's COVID-19 over the last year affected your business?
As I was saying earlier on, in March, it hit us really, really hard. I'd say we had 70% of our turnover cancelled within a week, 10 days, because we're, March is March and April is the two main months for events, for printing direct mail, and getting the mails out there to the delegates. So we had 70% of our work cancelled in them. Lucky for me, I was away in Spain playing golf, and we was there 3 weeks before we locked down in the UK, and we was there over lockdown. Whilst there, I could see what was happening over there, and people were putting floor vinyls down, posters on the wall about COVID and stuff like that. So I took a few little pictures while I was over there at the airport and stuff, come back, and within 3 days we had our own website with our own vinyls, and we were selling them ready for COVID. And I think that got us through, because April was disaster, May was a disaster considering what we'd done the previous year. But I think by changing the way we work, it's got us through the worst of it in that time. So from June onwards, it's same with probably a lot of other businesses. You've got to reinvent yourself, change the markets that we were in, because we were mainly publishing events, to other verticals, which we've done, and slowly going up. And then we were on the climb, nearly getting back. December, we actually turned over more than we did last December.
Wow, that's impressive. That's really impressive.
A lot of that, Martin, was through my sales guys. We've never furloughed my sales team. There's 5 of us, so I haven't furloughed them. A lot of other companies I know would furlough their sales team. I think why? So it's a lot of that is down to them, and also the guys here. We've really got us through that.
So if I was to summarise, so you saw what's happening in another country where COVID was probably 3 weeks or so ahead of where we were in the UK.
Yeah. It's 2 or 3 weeks, yeah.
Saw how you had to pivot your business away from events and move it towards, I suppose, supporting businesses in terms of their COVID communication.
Correct.
And getting a piece of machinery in to do that, which is impressive. But I mean, in saying that, how obviously you put a lot of credit to your sales team there, but how have you really maximised that? Have you taken market share? I mean, because you said there your December was better than the previous December.
What we've done, Martin, is we upgraded our digital press.
Yeah.
I must have been, people say you're mad. So we invested in not just the machine that cut the vinyls out. We also invested in 3 other machines, probably about 300,000.
Yeah.
We had that installed August 1st.
Wow.
Now that really, with what we can do on this, we can do metallic silvers, metallic golds, whites, clears. It's not normal for digital machines to do that, apart from this Iridescent, the Xerox machine. We've also become a Xerox Premier Partner as well. That has gained a lot of credibility within the Xerox worldwide, global. And I'd probably say that's got something to do with it as well, because we ramped up our social media marketing, where before we was doing probably say 2 posts a week. We're now doing it every day. There's something on there, and it's the posts that we're putting on there are not there. We've done a lot of what we actually, the machinery and what it can do, not please buy this, please buy that. It was more infographics more than anything else.
Yeah,
and I think that's helped a lot.
Yeah, so you're adding value. Giving snippets and rather than sales page. But I think the smart thing, the real smart thing is that you didn't follow your sales team. So you saw it as an opportunity to grow your business, rather than to let COVID, I suppose, contract your business as such.
Yeah. The other thing we've done as well is during the COVID, we've done a lot of some work for charities. You know, there was a doctor contacted us regarding these cards that go in people's windows. You may have seen it it was on ITV News and everything, and they were like thumbs up, red for thumbs down. Yeah. And if you listen to the first lockdown, I think we printed about 500,000 of them, and we donated them for his cause for the NHS. So we've done quite a lot of charity work for COVID as well with what we've got.
So I'm sure that all the stuff you've just shared with me there, which is a great share, and loads of other business owners will take a lot of learning from that share. But that must have contributed a lot to you achieving the high accolade of becoming a finalist in the Suffolk Business Awards.
Oh, awesome! You know, we've never ever, I've never entered us into awards because I've always thought, well, I'd try my best. We do our best as we can. No, I don't need to, but I entered it mainly for the guys here, because these guys here, the unsung heroes. We're fine. We're sitting behind the desk. These are the guys doing 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week to get the work out for our customers. And I just thought, if we enter it, and if we get anywhere, that's a good accolade for them. And we were one of the 4 finalists, but we actually lost to the overall winner.
Right.
I was more chuffed about that than actually winning it, if you know what I'm saying, winning our award. So the actual overall winner for Suffolk was in our 4.
I mean, absolutely credit to you and your team to become a finalist, because I mean there will have been plenty, a lot of business will have entered, and to get to a finalist is a great accolade.
I said that was the strongest entry level ever.
Well, absolutely. So hats off to you and your team, and in a year of transformation and turbulence, then it's a great accolade to have achieved. So well done.
In a strange way, Martin, I've actually enjoyed it. In a strange way.
Is that because of the challenge?
Yeah, challenge and that, and I help along the way. There's a couple of guys who've really helped me closely. Yeah. With my mentoring and training and stuff for me. Yeah. Because although we're business owners, we still need coaching. People still need to be talking to us.
You do.
And some of this, I've got to put that down to them as well.
Yeah, right. Great. Well, hats off to them for giving you the right advice and the right support where you needed it. Is there something you'd like to say or share with your customers or prospective customers?
Just that we just try our best. We're honest. We feel we're value for money. Our quality is, as good as our equipment can do. Our quality control, we're quite strict on that. As I said earlier on, I like to treat my clients how I would like to be treated, and I expect what I would expect to have back. So that's what we try to give back out.
That's a service. That's your service.
Customer service for me is number 1.
Yeah, no, that's a good ethos.
Customer service is number 1. Because at the end of the day, they're the ones. We're lucky for them to give us the work. So the best I can do is give them the service back that they require.
Yeah, absolutely. So in terms of during lockdown, what's the one thing you've missed during lockdown? Seeing
my customers. No, seriously, seeing my customers, talking to them, helping them, and laughing with them and crying with them.
Yeah.
When they're ringing me up at 10 o'clock at night saying, Dave, I need my job at the Excel at 6 o'clock in the morning, you start crying, but you get it done. But it's mainly seeing my customers.
Yeah.
And I love my customers, and I love talking to them and helping them and advising them.
So that relationship's obviously very important to you.
Yeah. Our retention level for customers is probably 95%.
That's impressive. That's
I've still got customers, that I had when I first started. So that to me tells me I'm doing the right thing.
That's a complete testament to your service ethos and your relationships, without a doubt.
They come first, mine.
Sorry?
My customers come first.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Great. And again, fabulous ethos to have, because that's the first step towards a successful business, without a doubt. What have you learned about yourself in the last year?
I've reinvented myself.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, to be what we've got to get through COVID.
Yeah.
It was like starting the business all over again.
Yeah.
I've learned loads, and I've learned that you never to old to learn. You know, been through 2 recessions since I started. You know, you think, oh yeah, I know it all, but this one has really taught me a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
Can't take anything for granted.
No, I mean you've obviously got you obviously learned a lot about your the strength of your mindset as well. Because obviously you've got to do what you've done, you've had to have a lot of self-belief and a very strong mindset to get there.
I'm quite a motivated person. You know, my glass is always half full, not half empty. So I think that's what's got me through this. You know, people were saying, you know, other business owners, are you going to shut up shop? No, why? Why do I want to shut up shop? I'm going to crack on. I've still got people that want work doing. Yeah. It may not be the levels, but we have to get through the other side. And I'm responsible for all my staff. I feel responsible to them because they've got mortgages to pay. They've got families to feed. Well, I'm responsible for them. It's a knock-on effect. So that has changed me a little bit more.
Okay. Good. Well, some great shares and some great learnings for others there. So the final question for me today for you, Dave, is what or who has inspired you the most in your life?
My dad.
Your dad, and why is that?
Never give up, son. Be honest, and be honest to yourself, and treat people like how you would be treated yourself. That's what I think of every day.
And it's really clear that comes through in your ethos, because just all the way through this interview, those 4 themes have come through very, 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 very strongly. Look, Dave, great interview. Thank you very much for your time today. I think the information you've shared, and you've kind of worn your heart on your sleeve, which is brilliant. And there'll be lots of business owners will take lots of strength and inspiration from how you've tackled COVID and managed to get through the other end. So I just want to say a big thank you to you.
Just got to get on with it, mate, ain't you?
You have indeed. So thanks for your time, Dave. And look, I'll look forward to speaking to you soon.
Yeah, thanks very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.